What's going on, YouTube? It's Q back here again with another video for you. And as promised, I got the 2024 Escalade V behind me. And this one's going to be for sale at City of Cars. Go check them out, cityofcars.com. I'll leave a link for this vehicle in the description down below. But let's take a look at this Escalade V. Because the last time we were here, we did the CT5V Blackwing. And this is going to have the same heart of the CT5V Blackwing, but in big boy guys. So this is Cadillac's finest. And shout out to my uncles, both of my uncles, they always have Cadillacs. And this is something that might be on my uncle's short list, but I think he wants the EV. But the V in general, this is going to be the sportiest Escalade that you can get. They're going to start around $148,000. Pardon me, don't want to let y'all think this is cheap. So and this one is stickered out to be about $150,000. So I'm going to be doing a driving review just to see how this drives compared to its Blackwing counterparts, because this does have that supercharged V8, that 6.2 liter. It's going to have a little bit more horsepower. Got the quad tips on here. And shout out to City of Cars. They got a few of these Escalades, but this is the one I've been holding out to get my hands on the V. And it's going to have about 682 horsepower. From the same LT1 powertrain that was in the ZL1, but this one is upgraded, and you're going to get the most power out of it from this iteration from GM, the Cadillac Escalade V. And this example is going to be painted in Black Raven. So let's take a look at the interior real quick, because you know when you get the Cadillac, the Escalade, everybody says that the rappers love this. I think everybody loves these. So the interior has the auburn leather. It's going to be fully loaded. Look at this leather. So the Blackwing had the diamond stitch leather. This one's going to have this rectangular shape, very plush leather. Got the speakers in the headrest. Let's go on to the trunk real quick. Going a little bit out of order. I couldn't figure out how to open this thing, so I'm about to use that key, the red key. So let's pop this trunk. Where's the trunk release button? Because you can open the top half with the mirror only with that button up under there. But how do I release this trunk? I don't know. No time to figure it out. But we got a little bit of space for how big this vehicle is. 3 rows of seats. There's not a whole lot in the very last row. I'm going to close that with the touch of a button. Head on to the back of the very back. Same kind of door opening mechanism. Little piece of rubber on behind it. Very comfortable looking seats in the back. The captain's chairs in here. We have screens behind the front seats. Very nice. The kids would love this for the long haul. Even all the way in the back, these seats, they're not as comfortable as these captain seats. I can tell you that right there. A little bit firm. That's just in the middle. Yeah, it's the same thing all the way across. It's not that comfortable. Need a little bit more padding. Got a couple of cup holders back here, USB-C ports. You can put some full-size adults. Me being almost 6 feet, I can sit behind this seat. My knees just barely touching the seat in front of me. But let's go on up so we can hurry up and get to the driving portion, because that's what we want to see. The second row, you can tell the seats are a lot more comfortable. This is a different padding material. Much softer seats are going to be closer to what the front seats are going to feel like. So that's what you're going to get in the Escalade. You got very comfortable, very big, spacious. Got this giant panel roof, which I will close because it's going to be sunny today. I do not want the sun to be blazing on me. No, I don't. Coming to the driver's side, once we open the door, we got the running boards coming out to help us step up into this behemoth. Let's take a look up under the hood first. Giant hood, see what that power plant looking like in the Escalade. Thank you for the struts. Got Cadillac on top of the LT4, supercharged. You know how we love it. Looks a little bit tight up in there for a car to be this big. It is a lot of space lacking as compared to like a Camaro, but the hood is much longer on that car. But let's close this. Can I even reach this? There, barely. Giant emblem up front. And since this is a V, you can see we got the red brake calipers down there because we're going to need something to stop this truck. Help me, please stop this behemoth. We're also going to have some of the splitters up in the front. Slightly different from the regular Escalades, but that's going to denote that we in the V right here. Not a whole lot. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't tell that much because I rarely see these. If ever, only seen like 1 or 2 on the road. But the front seat, more of this auburn. Very, very comfortable seat. Massaging seats, heated, ventilated, memory seats. all the latest and greatest that you can get in here. The design elements, we're gonna have wood trim along with the leather wrap dash, black wood trim. Start it up, let's hear it. Jay! Not expecting that. This thing is chopping. So let's see what mode we're in. Is that sport mode? Tour is gonna quiet it down just a little bit, but we're gonna put it in sport mode so we open those valves up. So I want to hear this thing crack and pop. This Escalade sounds right out the box. Close the door. What else we got going on? Just nice material everywhere you look. So this Escalade, I know a lot of people say that the wealthy and rich and famous athlete entertainers, they all flock to these, as they should. This is a very nice, compelling automobile right here. Why wouldn't they? Cup holders up in here. We got this giant GM is in their trucks. They're notorious for these giant bins. And this does have like a cooling refrigerator in here, keep your beverages cool. More, it's just USB ports and USB-A, USB-C, SD card, all that stuff galore up in here. We got this giant infotainment screen that I've seen more of this than what I like to admit. It's just a giant screen, works extremely well. Get to do a couple different customizations on here. Whoops, you couldn't see that. This Escalade is going to have an air ride, so we can raise and lower the suspension with these buttons. These mode buttons are in a different location as the cars, but that's where they're going to be. And we're also going to have the first supercharged iteration of this LT1 with all-wheel drive. So you're going to have all four wheels powering this with a 10-speed automatic transmission. But let's see how this Escalade V, with the biggest font of any badge ever, let's see how that drives. This is the size of my hand, y'all. Let's spin a few blocks in the Escalade V. Now, I misspoke earlier. This is 2023, not 2024. And this doesn't come out that far. Maybe I gotta move my seat up. I don't know. I like the pedal position as is right now. I'm going to do my drive mode customization. My mode, not going to even mess with V mode. A little bit choppy right there. Well, by golly, I might as well leave everything in V mode for that matter. All right, let's get on the road. Thumb in, pull it back. This thing. Oh, we do have a digital rear camera here. Oh my God. Very touch sensitive. Was not trying to do that. Now, this thing gotta weigh well over 6,000 pounds. So we already know what we're getting into. Got the pops. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Those pops just go on forever and ever, like you riding on the cloud. We're gonna have to make a break for it right after this car, else we're gonna be here for a minute. Gotta like that. Let me bring it back to manual mode. Flick it back one time. Got these aluminum paddle shifters here. screen is set to navigation. This is a highly customizable screen. You can do so many different things with it. Might as well put it in V mode as well. It's going to be this little red button here, which I thought was a hazard button. Where the hazard button at? Don't need to worry about that because we won't be using that. We won't need it. But there's buttons on both sides of the dash here. Got a parking brake, ride height, which I assume it gets lower in V mode. It's the ventilated seats here, door lock and door unlock. Here, it's only 2 settings here for the seats, which is crazy for it to be a car this big. Boy, start the roar. Tell which gear I'm in though. Alright, pops. Thing is a boat, dude. I like this a lot. So I got a soft spot for like Trackhawks and SRT Jeeps, the Durango as well. But man, given the money, I have to go for one of these. One of these boys. That is like one of the longest backfires that I've heard on one of these. Got some stuff coming on in front of us. Now they done put some character into the Escalade, which is crazy. Why they got a car this big making all this noise, all that jibber jabber? There we go, right there. That's how I tell which gear I'm in. Was looking for it. Steering wheel a little bit in my way with my hands. And we go, bye-bye. That's crazy, yo. Oh, the average MPGs on here is 6, and the best was 20, so yeah, you're not gonna be very efficient with that. It's gonna handle like an Escalade should. Some of the body roll is mitigated, but I haven't driven the base Escalade. They gotta roll somewhat. Like, this is just a lot of mass, sits up high. As good as magnetic ride control is, I don't think they even wanted to tune that out. This is just how it's gonna ride. They know, GM's gonna know the ideal Escalade buyer and what they want in the vehicle. They're not gonna want a tight one. They were gonna go look for a Blackwing, CT5E Blackwing. Turning radius is not horrible. Seems better than what the CT5E Blackwing was. Let's see what one of our launches is gonna be like, because why not? We got all-wheel drive. It's exciting, right? Let's do it. Goodness gracious. This Escalade sounds fantastic. And then I'm pretty sure Super Cruise is going to be in one of these iterations of the Escalade. I just don't know when and what year, but this thing's going to be able to drive itself. That's what my uncle really wanted. He wanted the Escalade for those long road trips. He loves driving. He don't like to fly. He'll drive anywhere he's got to go. He wants that to assist him with those long drives, as he should. He's worked hard enough. The GM retiree. He just wants to relax and sit back and let the car tear the road up for him. And this will do an amazing job. Super commanding presence in this Escalade. It's just right, man. This is I can see why people love the Escalade, especially with the V. Slap a supercharger on that 6.2. This is just a pleasure to drive in behemoth form. And I'm not even a truck guy at all. I like just the engine characteristics, how it sounds. I like this a whole lot. Slap that thing back in the manual one more time, because that is so fun. And this is going to have some of your trailering apps. You got to set up a trailer. We don't have one, but just so you know, that is something that GM was proud to put in here. Can help with your types of trailer, just making it easier to put a trailer on. Some people are going to say that you should know how to put a trailer on, but with electronics like this, with all these cameras, it's just going to make it easier for you if you never hauled a trailer before. I'll let this panoramic roof back. I don't know, I can't see. I got the camera on my face, y'all. I can't see all these things. Is that it? I think I just folded some seats, y'all. My bad. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it alone. We got the Yukon Denali, the little bro right there, and that thing's almost 100K. It's probably like 90K. But this, the Escalade, we put like 60K up on that boy, adding on the supercharger and all these features. Oh my God, forgot to turn on my massaging seats. How could I? How could I? These seats are amazing. Throttle response, instantaneous. The instant I put my foot on this gas, I hear, I'm feeling something instantaneously. Paddle shifters, on the other hand, not so much. But that exhaust clapping, man, Mopar ain't got nothing that can compete with this. Where you at, Chrysler? I know they tried to come out with the Grand Wagoneer that'll go against this, but people are not gonna look at the Grand Wagoneer as a opulent choice. That ain't no, I don't know, it's just not as upscale as this Cadillac is gonna be versus the X7s, the XMs, the GLSs. What does Audi have? The Q8 ain't this big. I don't know. But yeah, if you want the real deal, luxury, everything the manufacturer's got to offer, this Escalade is gonna take every single box for you at a price that you would expect. Not cheap. You didn't think this was gonna be cheap, did you? I hope not. Why would you think that? The way this thing shifts, my God, that is good. The upshifts on those. The downshifts are kind of lazy, but those upshifts are pretty fun. I doubt that a Escalade owner will even be playing with those. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I just don't know. I'm not the typical market buyer for an Escalade, but huge shout out to City of Cars, where we're about to return this Escalade to where it belongs. That was a joy. This car, even on these terrible roads, I ain't have anything to say, and it was in the most aggressive setting the whole time. That V mode soaks it all in, which I really enjoy. Shout out to Jet right there, the whole team over here. So let me put this back where it belongs. Put this thing in reverse. Very big camera. Gonna help you see everything. Pretty sure this has 360-degree cameras. It has to. I'll be very shocked if it didn't. Like, why wouldn't it have that? And then as you back in, about to crash into something, these massaging seats just feel amazing. But as you're about to back into something, the seats are going to vibrate to let you know, like, hey, slow down, pay attention. Yeah, this does have 360-degree camera, so you can, ooh, look at that. Can we turn it around? I don't like the way this animation looks, but it gets the job done. I thought we'd be able to like swipe on it. That's pretty solid. This is what I don't like about 360-degree cameras. This looks like a pancake on the road. But at least you know it's something there, I guess. Alright, there we have it. Pork. Oh look, we gained a couple miles per gallon by putting it in park. This thing was ready to roll. A huge shout out once again to City of Cars for giving me the opportunity to drive the Escalade V. Amazing vehicle. Just good looking. And these things age quite well, even the previous generation. So if you're interested in this, give City of Cars a buzz. I think it's going for like I don't know what it's going for, but check out the website. It's going to be in the link down below. But if you got any questions, give me a holler. I'll get the team together. If it's something I can't answer, somebody from City of Cars can answer if y'all want to know. But with that being said, I'm Q checking out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.